Imperial is next. We're talking about logistics companies, and remember, this one has kind of got half in that space. Mark Lamberti has been at pains in recent reporting announcements to separate that. The other half, which we don't need to talk about today, is car rental, car leasing, car sales, and also car master licenses for things like Hyundai and Kia in this country. So we're going to focus on the logistics business, which is kind of global and got different things going on. The market capitalization of the whole group, which is still one group at this time, is 32 billion rand. Price to earnings ratio on recent results 12.35. Solid dividend payer 4.63%. What do you think Mark Lamberti's real ambition is here? Is he just trying to draw attention to the two businesses? They've even given the motor business a separate brand.
Yeah, so I think it's called Motus or Modus or something like that. But I mean, Mark's history has always been in M&A, so you expect him to do some acquisitions and some disposals. And they're currently in the process of sort of restructuring the business, getting in the right skill sets in the various areas.
Offloading a few units.
Offloading the likes of, I think, Regent, the insurance business, which is quite a reasonable business. I think
sold that to Hollard. Yeah.
Sold that to Hollard because it's not their prime focus and not their prime skill set.
Yep.
And there's a few other bits and pieces that will be reorganized. And then expect there to be some sort of acquisitions that are made. They have looked at sort of overseas has been their huge, and the rest of Africa has been a huge focus in recent times. And was
so
the right
that's
place
buying
to be.
Logistics businesses in West Africa, buying businesses like Haniel Reedery in Germany, trying to get involved more in continental logistics solutions.
Yeah, I think a lot of the logistics costs come through the exchange rate, really, and it's especially true in Imperial because they've got this vehicle importing business. Fuel is related to the currency exchange rate. So the idea was, let's go overseas and try and hedge some of that variable.
But of course that looked very sensible in 2015, 2016 as the rand slid and slid and slid. But in the course of 2017, the rand firmed, and then but now it's well. Let's have a look at the share chart because this can get a little confusing. It's been around 200 rand a share for a long time, and it didn't look so rosy there at the end of 2016, although it has picked up a bit. My sense is that maybe Mr. Lamberti plans to unbundle the Modus division once the circumstances are right and once the business itself looks attractive enough.
I think it would make sense because remember, I mean, currency being such a huge factor, when the exchange rate strengthened like it did right now, and those offshore earnings, were reported at lower levels in rand terms, you didn't have any vehicle sales. You had negative vehicle sales, so you couldn't benefit from the lower cost of importing vehicles because there's no one to sell it to.
Exactly, because the economy is weak and everyone's depressed. But in theory, at least, it should be a good thing when the rand is strong, because then you can import those Kias and sell them at what look like low rand prices.
Absolutely. So I think if by splitting the business, you may be able to unlock a little bit of value, kind of like Bidvest was able to do.
Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of a tricky one. Do you feel hot on the stock as it stands?
I think it's very much a GDP play. There's a lot more than Bidvest, so I'm going to go not hot on it for the time being.
Just err on the side of caution. Yes, I think I'm going to follow you on that. Right.